We all remember the chilling articles by Anne Bordeaux and how they triggered a worldwide investigation into the Merryweather company that is still ongoing. But before Anne Bordeaux, there was an American journalist named Betty Oxford. Betty Oxford is my name, and this is my story.
I apologise for interrupting the scheduled programming, but we've just gotten word of a tragic shooting downtown. Andreas Johnson, a medical student from Norway, a man who's only 29 years old, has killed 21 people in the streets in a restaurant called Monsieur Kren earlier today. First, a bomb went off in the middle of a crowd that killed 9 people. He then opened fire with a machine gun. When police arrived at the scene, he immediately surrendered and laid down on the ground. He was seen crying as police escorted him out of the restaurant.
It was crazy. The bomb went off. And suddenly a hand was laying in front of us. I think it was a kid's hand. And everything went quiet. Then screaming, yelling, it was mayhem.
I looked him in the eyes. They were dead. He was really crazy. He was crazy. He was a monster. How was he even allowed to be out on the streets? Why wasn't he in the mental hospital?
My name is Betty Oxford. I was named after my father, Benny. I've never met my father. My mom says he died right after I was born. I hear he was a very nice guy, though. It's funny how you miss things you've never even had. You've just heard good things about it. It's like when people are being nostalgic about the old times. They weren't even there. How can you be nostalgic about something that you never experienced? Because you were told about it? It doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm overthinking things. People say that I am too serious, that I take things too seriously, that I should lighten up a bit. But it's hard for me when there are so many letdowns and setbacks all the time. Anyway, I'm digressing. I heard about that shooting that took place months ago. Terrible. And the guy was only 29 years old. Imagine ruining your life at 29 years old. I'm 33 years old myself. Sorry. I work as a journalist. Actually, I don't really work right now. I'm currently unemployed and trying to work in the newspapers, but times are hard. The economy and now this whole coronavirus thing. People just won't do job interviews or hire anymore. But I currently have and operate with about 200 subscribers. So it's a start. We all gotta start somewhere, right? I'm writing a story about the mass murderer Andreas Johnson. I would love to get an interview with him. He's held here in my hometown as well, but it's hard. Apparently, he will only do interviews with people he feels he can trust. You know all those accounts that say how crazy he was during the murders? It's a funny thing. They say that now he is completely mild-mannered, even regretful. He's acting just as a sane person would be expected to react in such a situation. Except for one thing. He keeps saying that the big international candy manufacturing company, Merryweather, made him do it. A company that makes candy. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. We humans are a funny thing. Imagine just snapping. Just suddenly becoming crazy. Have you ever just gone to a place where you felt that you are losing your sanity? Where everything becomes clear in a very unclear way? Where you feel that your brain is broken, turned into scrambled eggs, that you will never be the same again? Or is that just me? Kevin!
Who are you?
My name is Betty Oxford.
Oh, fuck. You're that woman that's been emailing me non-stop.
Yeah, that would be me.
You're not getting the interview. Why would I give the interview to a small blog?
Listen. As Andreas' lawyer, you're working in his best interests, right? I'm not working for a big company. I do not have an angle on this. I am, as you can see, fearless. I am the best one for this.
That's a nice speech you got there, Betty. But no.
But
I'm busy. I'll tell you what. Just send an email to my office and I'll get back to you.
no, you won't. I know how rejection works, trust me.
I really have to go. I have a special case starting in
30 minutes, I know. Why do you think I'm here now? This is your lunch break.
Jesus Christ, you are persistent. I'll give you that.
You're damn right I am. I need this interview. I really do.
You haven't slept for days. You smell like alcohol. There's no way in hell I'm giving you this interview. You don't have your fucking life together.
You know, it's so fucking hard out here. Everything in life is just pushing me back. But I am still here, right? I am still fighting. And I will continue fighting just to have some resemblance of a good fucking life. What was the last case you had?
Some drug case?
You see depression every day. How much life sucks. And you defend those people. So making people's lives better must be something you're passionate about.
Of course.
So please, make my life suck just a little less. You know I am the right person for this.
I'll pitch it to Andreas, okay? I promise.
Thank you. But don't just pitch me as a reporter. Mention that I am an independent. There's no big company behind me. Mention that I will tell his story the way he sees it.
Don't push it.
Thank you again.
Bye, Betty. And one more thing. Your pupils are dilated as fuck. I don't care what you do on your free time. That's your business. But if you get the interview, don't be high and don't be drunk at the interview. Or you're out.
Yes, no, I won't. Using pathos and appealing to his emotions was easy. I know the type. Overly confident and ambitious, dresses in nice suits, clearly has a complicated relationship with his mother. All he needed was a paternal stand-in that could guilt trip him. The next few days were spent in my bed. I was sweating and my whole body was shaking. I tried everything to distract myself, but every second I felt like I had a lump in my throat that needed to get out and I had to puke, but I couldn't. I couldn't even stand up. I felt so dizzy. Imagine the worst kind of fever you've ever had. That's how I felt. But I needed this. I needed to get the interview. I was convincing myself it was only going to be for a couple of days. Hello, this is Betty Oxford. I can't talk right now, but if it's something important, leave a message and I'll get back to you when I can.
Hi, this is Kevin, Andreas' lawyer. Well, you got the interview. Don't screw this up, okay? Do not be high and do not go in with an angle on this, okay? Andreas is he's a very opinionated guy. Just remember, he is in control of this interview and he can terminate it anytime he wants to. Just be prepared. He can come off very intense. But then again, so do you. I think you guys will hit it off great. Prison. Tomorrow. 10 a.m. Sober.
As I was walking down the prison hallways, I was nervous. I don't know why. I just had this bad feeling that this was going to be huge. You know that feeling you get whenever you're about to start a new unfamiliar era in your life? That feeling when your stomach crumbles inside and your intestines feel like a sponge drying up. They open the room to Andreas. He sits in a chair looking down at his folded hands. I only see his dyed blonde hair before his head looks up, his brown, intense eyes piercing right through me.
Well, hello, Betty.
It's nice to meet you, Andreas.
I would greet you, but I'm sorry.
It's okay, Andreas. How are you?
I want to ask you a personal question, Betty.
That's okay, Andreas.
Do you eat a lot of Merryweather?
Yes, I love chocolate.
Your right upper abdomen. Do you feel that?
Feel what?
You feel numb. I noticed you massaging it when coming in. It's a small, insignificant pain. You've been having it for a while, but you've just been thinking it's an age thing, right? Am I right, Betty?
He was right. Is he already getting into my head? What is going on? Am I not cut out for this? You know what I'm thinking, and you are thinking it too, aren't you? It can't be right. There can't be any truth to what he's saying about Merryweather.